Wake up, America. It's time to talk about yogurt on this next episode of Digest This.
Welcome to Digest This, the show that helps you revolutionize your digestive health. Here are your hosts, Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato.
Hello, and welcome to Digest This. I'm Dr. Liz Cruz, and I've got Tina Nunziato sitting right here by my side. If you're watching us on YouTube, welcome to everyone. Our established listeners, we love you. We're so happy that you're here. What's the matter?
So cute. Our established listeners.
Our ongoing. And,
you know who you are.
And our new listeners, welcome. We hope that you will stick with us. And we've been podcasting for over 10 years. We've got a library jam-packed with over 500 episodes. So please check it out. Check us out. We love that you're here. So thank you so much. So let's talk about yogurt. I think that's a great topic because, yogurt's been around forever. I remember, we grew up on it. I don't know actually when yogurt was first created, but I know it's been around over 50 years. I can tell you that. And it's something that, as a gastroenterologist and you as a nutritionist, we get asked about all the time. And it's, I think, a great topic. So
it's a big go-to food.
A very, very big
people.
too. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Especially the Greek yogurt. Okay. Now, I don't know again when Greek yogurt became popular, but it definitely has that. Everybody thinks of Greek yogurt as, oh, this is a healthier alternative to regular yogurt. And so Tina suggested that we talk about Greek yogurt. And that was an awesome suggestion because I learned some things about Greek yogurt that I didn't know that we want to share with you guys.
Well, and I wanted to talk too about yogurt in general because a lot of people default to yogurt, especially for breakfast. It tends to be like one of the top things that they eat. And it actually, now I'm talking about regular yogurt now.
Right.
It's really not that good for you. And so that was the first thing I wanted to make sure people understood, that the regular yogurts, and I'm not talking about Greek yogurt right now, but like the regular yogurts have a ton of sugar, a ton of carbs, just a ton of not good stuff in them. And people think if I eat yogurt in the morning, that I'm getting my good bacteria. That's not all yogurt, okay? Actually, most yogurt doesn't have a lot of good bacteria in it. And it has such high sugar that bad bacteria love sugar, right? Yep. So when you're eating this high sugar yogurt every day, the bad bacteria is going to eat any good bacteria that's in that yogurt before that good bacteria even has a chance to settle in the gut. So I always try to explain to patients, and then on top of that, you'd have to eat like 25 yogurts a day,
right,
like to get the amount of bacteria that your body needs. But again, it has a ton of sugar, right?
Exactly.
So it's super not good for you. So just mentioning that, but then really focusing on Greek yogurt, because a lot of people will tell me, oh, but I eat Greek yogurt, and so it's healthy.
Right.
And so we just wanted to talk about that, is what are the health benefits of yogurt? What are the things to kind of be aware of when you're eating yogurt? So
very good. Yeah, no, I think that's awesome. And I do want to say, I always like to insert a little bit about our journey, because Tina and I started this journey over 15 years ago, the journey to nutrition, wellness, nutrition, all that stuff. We learned so much stuff that I never learned in all of my medical training. But I just want to insert that when Tina and I first got together, we used to buy yogurt. In fact, I remember us, finding different brands on sale, and we would like
10 for $10.
Yeah, 10 for $10.
Yeah.
We'd buy a ton of yogurt. Yeah. We'd eat it for whatever, snacks, breakfast.
Kids would eat it.
The kids would eat it.
Yeah.
So I just want you to know, this is a learning journey. This is a journey where we're learning. And so when we share things with you, these are things that we've learned along the way, and we feel it's our responsibility to teach it to you too, because we were once there where we were huge consumers of yogurt. And like I mentioned earlier, I grew up eating yogurt. My mom used to buy it.
You think it's healthy, right? And you're like, proud of your kids because they eat yogurt instead of cookies.
You're doing it because you think you're doing a good thing for yourself.
Right.
So anyways, yogurt, Greek yogurt, Definitely considered to be a little healthier because what they're doing is they're taking cow's milk and combining it with live cultures of good bacteria. But that yogurt, Greek yogurt, typically goes through a filtering process where they filter out like a lot of the whey liquid that comes from the milk and some of the sugars and the salts and water. So it gives it a thicker consistency.
And the carbs too.
And the carbs,
removed.
right. They remove some of the carbs.
Right.
So now you have a product that is higher in protein, lower in carbohydrates, and of course, a lot of good culture, live culture of bacteria.
And it has less sugar.
And less
for
sugar,
sure,
absolutely.
A lot of the sugar
less
straightened
sugar.
out.
So it can be made from cow's milk, can be made from goat's milk, but mainly from cow's milk. And supposedly dates back hundreds of years, originating in Europe. And so, you know, we've taken it and of course, like we do with everything, we've gone crazy, and there's all sorts of different Greek yogurts now, Greek style. And an important thing here is that the FDA doesn't even regulate what Greek style means.
Right.
So now a lot of these yogurts aren't really what the Greek yogurt is supposed to be, and they're made, you know, kind of like with like similar to other yogurts where now they've got artificial sweeteners, a lot of sugars in them.
Yeah, well, what some of these companies are doing that make Greek style yogurt is they're kind of making shortcuts in the process, right? So again, and you wouldn't know this unless you researched it or read the label really well to look at the ingredients in the Greek yogurt. But like, you know, they're adding things like condensed milk and cornstarch and carrageenan and gelatin. And that's telling you that the product is not pure, right?
Yeah.
They took shortcuts, they're adding stuff. And because the FDA doesn't regulate it, it's allowed.
Right.
So it's important if you're eating a Greek style yogurt to read the ingredients, make sure that it's pure. That's the first thing, okay? Because a lot of them out there aren't. And I think that's really important to know. The other thing is, if you are, I always tell patients, because you're right, like the Greek style yogurt, if it's made right, it is high in protein. It is, you know, it says it's good for bone health. It says it's good for the gut, all because of the bacteria, okay? Again, you'd have to eat a ton of this yogurt a day to get the amount of bacteria you need to stay healthy. But if you are a healthy person in general, you're not having digestive issues, you're living your best life, you know, you don't have aches and pains, then go for it. Like, eat your yogurt every day if you feel like that's your way that you get your good, healthy bacteria. However, if you are having digestive issues, if you are having aches and pains, if you are having headaches, whatever, that's inflammation in the body, okay? And I always tell patients, because most of us are suffering from aches and pains, digestive issues, things like this, okay? Yogurt is not going to cut it, and it actually might be contributing to the issue, because the bottom line is yogurt is still dairy.
Yes.
Okay? And dairy, no matter how much we want to say about how great it is, it causes inflammation and mucus in the body. Okay? It just does. The body just can't process it properly. So if you're struggling with aches and pains, if you're struggling with digestive issues, that's the other thing. People are like, oh, I'm having digestive issues, so I need to eat more yogurt. It's the same thing. You would have to eat so much yogurt in a day to get the amount of bacteria that your gut needs to work properly. Just take a probiotic. Save yourself the hassle of trying to eat all this plain Greek yogurt, because to me, Greek yogurt doesn't really taste great. I don't know about you, but I have to mix it with things, right? I mean, I'd have to mix it with berries or granola or something like that just to get Greek yogurt down, because I can't personally, but there are people who can.
Yeah, and you have to be really careful again with the different Greek yogurts that are out there. But to add on to what Tina's saying, so yes, she kind of touched on some of the benefits, and as far as the risk, like what she's saying, is the inflammatory response that some people get to the lactose in it, because it is made mainly from cow's milk, the majority of them. Also, there is a I believe it's a protein. It's called casein, that's found in cow's milk or in dairy, in cows, in dairy products, and that can cause an immune reaction. And so absolutely, if you're already having issues, digestive issues or even just some sort of inflammatory condition, arthritis, anything like that, then you probably do want to avoid anything dairy. You probably want to avoid the Greek yogurts. And then the other thing is about the sugars. And I looked up what are good Greek yogurts. And there's a lot of stuff out there on what would be a good Greek yogurt. And the one that actually kept popping up was a yogurt. I'm going to look it up real quick. I have it right here. I think it's called Phage. F-A-G-E. So there were several yogurts, and you probably have heard about Chobani. I mean, there's a lot of different brands out there, but Phage, F-A-G-E, if you do eat Greek yogurt and you're not having any issues and you tolerate it well, seems to be at the very top as far as being a good quality, good brand Greek yogurt.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just wanted to educate. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I say this spiel on yogurt because so many people are eating yogurt. Again, the Greek yogurt is much different than the regular yogurt that's in the stores that's made with all the fruit flavors and all of that. Those yogurts, just look at the label. Like, look at the ingredients that they're putting in it. Look at the fat, the carbs, the sugar. Like, you should just drink soda. Honestly, if you're going to eat a yogurt, there's so much sugar in these things. So I know, we feel like, we're doing something healthy for ourselves because that's what the marketing tells us, right? The marketing tells us this is a healthier alternative, but it's really not. Okay. Yeah. So just be aware of that. Be aware of the fact that, if you are having issues, yogurt is not the answer. Okay, you definitely need to be on a probiotic. You should probably be on some digestive enzymes.
Yes.
To help things, really, really turn around and get better, because those are the things that are going to pump the body with the good, healthy bacteria at the level that you need it if you're having issues. So
absolutely, I agree, 100%. If you want to connect with us, if you haven't connected with us, if you need some probiotics, if you're trying to get your good bacteria through yogurt, get on our probiotics. That's what you really need to be taking. You can connect with us on our website, drlizcruz.com. On the homepage, there's a magenta colored button. It's right on the homepage. You can click that and schedule a free 30-minute wellness consult. It's done over the phone, so you can do it from anywhere in the world, and it's free, okay? That's our gift to you. If you have not rated our podcast, please rate us and please give us a 5. It'll help other people just like you find us faster. And lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you on the next episode.
Thank you for joining Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato. To learn more about their revolutionary products and services, go online to www.drlizcruz.com.